What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we've got bangers like this coming every week. Today, I'm showing you how to make over 2 million gold per hour with the Moons of Peril, one of the most slept on mid-level moneymakers in old school right now. Think of it like Barrows, but more dynamic, more profitable, and honestly, way more fun. You don't need max stats, you don't need a bank full of bias gear, and the best part, most of your supplies are completely free inside the activity itself. Let's get into it. Alright, so what exactly are Moons of Peril? After you complete the Perilous Moons quest, which honestly doesn't take that long, you unlock access to this special area called Portsley. Inside, you'll fight 3 unique bosses: the Blue Moon, the Blood Moon, and the Eclipse Moon. Each one has its own mechanics and attack styles, so it keeps things interesting. Here's how it works. You kill the bosses, then loot a lunar chest based on how many you defeated. Kill one boss, decent loot. Kill all 3. That's where the money really starts rolling in. It's got that same vibe as Barrows. Short, repeatable boss encounters with a big loot chest at the end, but with way better rewards and more engaging combat. Plus, you can gather your food and potions right there in the instance, which is a game changer for keeping costs down. So what do you actually need to get started? First up, you've got to complete the Perilous Moons quest. No crazy requirements for that. Pretty straightforward quest, and once it's done, you're good to go. As for stats, here's what I'd recommend. At least 70 in your combat stats, especially prayer and defense, to make your kills faster and keep you alive longer. 20 hunter and 30 cooking are super useful because you'll be catching and cooking your own food inside. And if you've got 38 herb lore, you can craft moonlight potions on the spot, which give you combat and prayer boosts. The beauty of Moons of Peril is that you don't need to be maxed. Mid-level accounts can absolutely crush this content and still pull in serious profit. If you've got gear like Varlamore, a Dragon Defender, Barrows gloves, a Fury and a Berserker ring, you're already set. That's exactly what I used in my runs, and it worked like a charm. Let's talk gear for a second. These bosses hit hard and they ignore your protection prayers. So you want tanky gear and smart weapon switches. Here's what I rolled with. Virex Helm, Plate Body and Skirt for solid defense bonuses. Dragon Defender for extra strength and attack. Barrows Gloves, Fury Amulet and a Berserker Ring to boost my damage output. And for weapons, I brought a Zombie Axe for Crush, a Dragon Dagger for Slash, and a stabbing weapon for the Eclipse Moon. This setup is budget friendly but super effective. You don't need a twisted bow or an Avanic Defender to make bank here. Now, your inventory is where things get interesting. You barely need to bring anything from your bank because Moons of Peril lets you gather supplies inside the instance. You'll catch moss lizards and cook them for food. And you can craft moonlight potions for combat boosts. This means you're not burning through expensive sharks or super restores. You're basically self-sufficient. It's perfect for Ironman and it keeps your costs near zero even on a main account. Alright, let's walk through a typical run. You enter Portsley and your first stop is usually the Blue Moon. This boss is weak to crush, so I smack it with the zombie axe and take it down pretty quick. Next up is the Blood Moon. This one takes extra damage from slash weapons, so the Dragon Dagger works perfectly here. Just spec it when you can and move through the kill. Finally, you've got the Eclipse Moon, which is weak to stab attacks. Switch to your stabbing weapon and finish it off. Once all 3 bosses are dead, you head back to the lunar chest, crack it open and boom, loot time. The more bosses you kill per run, the better your rewards, so always aim to clear all 3 if you can. Now let's talk money, because that's why we're all here, right? On average, Each lunar chest is worth around 260,000 gold. Not bad for a few minutes of work. But here's where it gets spicy. You've got a chance at rare drops like Blood Moon Armor, Blue Moon Armor, Eclipse Moon Armor, and the Eclipse Atlatl. These pieces can be worth millions each. If you're efficient and knocking out 8 to 10 full runs per hour, you're looking at anywhere from 1.5 million to over 2 million GP per hour. Some players have even reported hitting 2.6 million per hour when they get lucky with uniques and keep their run times tight. And remember, you are not spending money on supplies, so every gold piece you make is pure profit. That's what makes this method so good. Quick shout out to the Ironman community. This activity is absolutely perfect for you. Since you can gather all your food and potions inside Nepotsley, you are not burning through your hard-earned supplies or draining your bank. Everything you need is right there. Plus, you get bonus skilling materials like water orb, moonlight grubs and herbs that you can use for other grinds. But even if you're on a main account, the free supplies mean your profit margins stay super high. It's a win-win no matter how you play. Before we wrap up, here are my top tips to squeeze every bit of GP out of Moons of Peril. 1. Learn the attack patterns. The better you dodge and manage damage, the faster your kills and the less you need to heal. 2. Use gear switches for each boss's weakness. Crush for Blue Moon, Slash for Blood Moon, Stab for Eclipse Moon. It makes a huge difference. 3. Gather your supplies efficiently. Cook those moss lizards, craft your moonlight potions, and don't waste time running around. 4. Only bank when your chest is full, or you hit a big unique. The more time you spend inside, the more runs you complete. And 5. Aim for at least 8 to 10 runs per hour. Consistency is key to hitting that 2 million GP per hour mark. Alright legends, that's everything you need to know to start crushing Moons of Peril and stacking serious gold. If you want to take your OSRS game to the next level, head over to OSRSlegends.com. That's OSRSlegends.com. We offer one-on-one teaching sessions where we'll personally coach you through bossing, money making, and everything in between. Plus, we've got in-depth blog guides and all the best methods in the game, updated regularly so you never miss out on the meta. Whether you're a beginner looking to learn the ropes or an experienced player trying to optimize your grinds, we've got you covered at OSRSlegends.com. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, drop a comment letting me know which moon you find easiest to kill, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're dropping new guides and moneymakers every single week. Thanks for watching legends, and I'll catch you in the next one.